All right, welcome to the Wood Division podcast.
What the fuck?
I just data mined a new PvE mode on the PvE, is what Necrit would love to hear me say, but that's not the case. Anyway,
Lies.
welcome.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Today we are gonna mold a lot. So disclaimer. This episode can be like, yeah, pretty much named old people screaming at clouds and molding about a bunch of pixels on the internet.
I'll start breathing into
the
something.
Yeah, just breathe the copium, my dude. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, you can't find any more Copium in your local supermarkets because Necrit bought it all
Yeah.
and is now paying the price.
It's pretty much on ventilation now.
My microphone is actually not picking up when I'm like breathing into stuff.
Aw.
Oh.
I guess.
I'm
better-
really trying, but it doesn't really work.
Oh
Anyway,
my God.
Those attempt.
All right, so let's start smooth about Blue Essence Emporium. Riot is stopping it for some reason.
It's going on a temporary hiatus, according to Riot.
Where have we seen that before?
Game mode.
Mythic. I was thinking like, you know, Mythic Essence.
Oh,
It's like every time. It's like every time they're like, oh, we'll stop it. We'll start reworking it, and then it comes back half a year later, exactly the same, just new things, and then it's like, oh, we're stopping it. We'll rework it again.
Yeah.
It's less a rework and more they said they can't really, it's not time efficient. Like the tools to enable it are crap and they want to just improve them. So it's less them reworking it and more just making it so it's easier for them to run
So
it.
it's cost cutting.
But at the
Do
same
they
time,
check the
I'm
boxes one by one or something?
See, yeah, I don't know what their tool is to do it, but at the same time, I'm just like, well, surely it doesn't take longer than 3 days, you know, to set it up, surely? But I'm just like, you say you want to get like engineers to optimize and make it better, but it's like, where's this engineer time going to come from? Because they basically said, well, based on the post, they implied that they're going to stop doing it so the engineers who normally set it up can work on making it better, but surely it can't take that long to turn on. Like
Also,
maybe a week
how
at
many
most.
people are
Can they
working on
really-
it? If it's just one guy, it's like, bro, the thing is gonna come
Yeah.
back in like 3 years now.
It's just Johnson from accounting. That's all they've got.
Yeah, it's like we still haven't seen the new like battle pass system. So I guess once that's
very
working, well, yeah,
I-
apparently I think they said we should see it around Worlds for the Worlds pass. That's
Can you
when they'll-
imagine like a battle pass where you get like a skin like in TFT?
And where you
No.
don't have to spend 30 days of your life grinding for points to like unlock not even half of it.
Oh, that's why they have the rotating store. It's because like things that's gonna be in the past, they'll be like, well, you can get it now for 100 Mythic Essence.
Oh,
You know,
please
after the pass is
no.
gone. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Oh. But then what's the point of like giving Riot money if they just don't care?
Yeah. Yeah. Exclusivity is a real thing.
Oh, well, like, it kind of feels like it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for a battle pass just to like unlock a bunch of stuff that won't be available and that actually sounds cool. But then it's like, oh yeah, but by the way, fuck you. You could have like, I don't know, bought a bunch of like boxes to get Mythic Essence. I don't like know how you get them. To like get the same content. And like unlock exactly what you want instead of like paying for a battle pass to like unlock a bunch of shit that you don't want.
I think one part that gets me is that the like compensation for it is that we get to like 30 Mythic Essence, right? And like,
Yeah,
here you
it's-
go, here's 30 Mythic Essence for you guys for free. Okay. I would have honestly liked it more if we could just have access to all the chromas that would normally be available. Like that would have been nice.
Yeah, I
Also-
think it would be better if we knew when it was actually going to come back rather than that. It's like they're just like, it's not if it will come back, it's when. And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but when is when?
I'm also baffled that like people are actually buying Chromas, because like it's so rare that that the Chroma is better than the base skin. It's because like, especially, have you seen? Well, I mean, we'll talk about the skins in a bit, but have you seen the new Fiddlesticks? Have you seen the Chromas?
I am.
Yeah.
It's like this. They spun a wheel and they like randomly picked 3 colors, and it doesn't even matter what they are. It's like whatever, this, and that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The Sona ones are good.
For Fiddlesticks, none of them are.
Yeah, but the Sona ones are good.
That's not Fiddlesticks. But like for Fiddle, there's always like some champions, like the Snow Moons. The issue with the Snow Moons is that their primary colors are red and white. So what Riot did is that they picked just random other 2 colors that like could work together, but they really didn't. It's because normally the Chromas are about, you take the base skin and you give it a certain color. It's like, you know, this is the skin, but it's blue, and this is the skin, but it's red. For the Snow Moon, because it's always 2 colors, they just picked 2 random ones that didn't even work together, and they were like, here's Snow Moon, but it's pink and green.
It's weird because sometimes chromas are really, really good. Like, I feel like Elderwood is always good.
Yes,
like, the colors
Elderwood
on that are. I still think Ornn probably has the best chromas out of any champion. Like Elderwood Ornn is like peak for me.
It's because it feels like when they pick the colors there, they actually thought about it. Because other times it feels like they just like change the hue and like they don't even care what the other color turns into.
I don't know. I've never been a big fan of chromas because I feel like it's a cheap way to either get RP or like you have to wait for the Blue Essence Emporium to finally buy a chroma with Blue Essence.
I think they are good when Riot is actually like repainting the textures. Like a lot of Yordles actually have it, or like the April Fool skins. They usually have like a different face totally. Like, you know, Yordles usually have that.
Oh yeah, like
I only like Zyra's.
Or the Vygar, the Elderwood Vygar had that, I believe, where he had like the Majora's Mask almost style, and like different chromas had different masks. That was awesome.
It's like Zyra's are great because it actually changes all her plants as well with the
Yeah,
very nice.
yeah.
But like that's the thing. It's like if you like a theme, why would you want to swap the colors?
But it's even like worse than that sometimes, and this is like, I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about it, but sometimes the chromas actually take away from the skins, because the old, like, people may not remember this, but the old project skins were awesome because they were like Power Rangers, and every champion had their own color, because Yi was yellow, Echo was green, Lucian was
orange,
pink, I think, or orange. Fiora was pink, and you know, every project member had a different color. They were like Power Rangers. Now with the awesome addition of chroma skins, that doesn't matter. Everyone has all colors.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
And the same thing also applies to StarGuardians, by the way. Every StarGuardian used to have their own color. Now it's not the case.
Wait, they added chromas for StarGuardians?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh fuck, I didn't.
Every skin line now gets chromas, and every skin line gets at least normally 8. If it's an event, then there's a 9th.
But like,
and if it's an old skin line, they get an extra.
Then it defeats the point of StarGuardian.
Yeah, I know.
Legendaries only, I think, gets 5 or 6 around there, and then Kane, since he's got so many forms, he only got like 4.
I mean, recently we also got a chroma that costed, I think, 1,350 RP. It's called Ashen Knight Pantheon.
I see what you did there.
That's a nice segue about that.
I don't know. I'm kind of like undecided on that one. I don't mind that skin, to be honest. But I understand where people are coming from.
It's not that it's like inherently bad. Like, it's fine. It's just compared to Pyke, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like, Pyke is so well made and so high quality, and it's so different from anything that Pyke has. And then you look at Pantheon, it's like, well, this just It's been memed 1,000 times, but it's true. It looks like a Chroma for Ruined Pantheon. It's like the same helmet shape, same beard shape. He's still shirtless. And I get Pantheon, like that's your thing, being shirtless, but so is like 90% of the male cast of League of Legends. So
Yeah. He has ghost abs.
yeah,
That's the thing that shocked me the most when they released the video of like the champion inside the game, you know? He looked horrendous. I don't know, there's something about like his abs that really feels off to me in terms of texture.
It's because it's extremely like vivid, like the saturation is up, and
yeah.
they just stand out. It's like the rest of the skin kind of blends in, and then the abs just pop out.
It's also just like, again, like you have Pantheon be shirtless. Okay, that's like his thing in his base skin. It makes sense. But here he's a knight. Like
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Why does he have no armor?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any
it's very
sense.
odd.
Yeah. That's... I don't know if it also... Like, I remember that Pyke had a recall where you could see his general or like superior or whatever. Like, there was a second person there.
Yeah, it's king.
Oh, okay. And then I don't think Pantheon has any of that.
I think he has like some monument that comes up. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's the king's throne that pops up.
Yeah, I think
and
it's
then
the
there's a
throne.
bunch of ghouls, and he
That's so
basically
weird.
fights ghouls.
That doesn't... I don't know if it fits the theme, like the overall thing.
I can't remember the lore. It was something to do with
Something
Knights of the
Dark
King.
Souls.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Again, like it's not like the skin is terrible. It's like it's fine, but compared to Ashen Knight Pyke, and it's a mythic skin. Like the amount of time it takes to save up for a mythic skin, if you use Twitch Prime, it takes 2 years. So like,
Nice.
I feel like it should be of really high quality, and that's why I was so enamored with Pyke. I'm like, wow, you know, we've been used to these gemstone skins for so long, and Pyke is so amazingly high quality. This is worthy of being a mythic skin. This is fantastic. And then
It's like
Pantheon,
Hextech Sejuani, pretty much.
And not just that, but on rotation as well. So it's like the Pantheon.
now there's
one's
FOMO.
right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
now there's that aspect of it too. It's just like I don't know how much time. Like obviously it takes a while to make skins and stuff. But looking at Ashen Knight Pantheon, like I can't shake the feeling that it feels lazy. It feels like they really kind of did the bare minimum. And I don't know if that's what they actually did, but that's what I get from it. And I wish I didn't, because I was so excited for it.
Yeah.
It could be because they were working on StarGuardians.
Oh
Which also
yeah.
kind of feels like their bare minimum for like some of the stuff they did. Yay.
I actually need to look them up again, but people are actually calling StarGuardian Echo like the worst skin they had seen in the last decade.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Echo's
Which-
been getting
they
it
were
rough.
It can't, it's
I-
not the worst.
I kinda agree. He looks just weird.
I agree that he looks
It's
weird.
not that bad.
But it's because
It's-
he's a guy, I guess? Oh wait,
No,
no, we
it's
had
because-
Ezra
No,
before.
we got Ezreal. I
But
feel
Ezreal fits.
orange isn't really his color.
That's true. He would need to be
Yeah.
green.
Yeah, true.
That is
Wait,
ve-
why
yeah.
is Sona green and not Echo, actually?
That's right.
Probably
yeah.
because Echo was green in Project, I guess.
But he's
Yeah,
green
But Echo
normally.
was always green.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
his
It's
color.
his color, yeah.
That's the point.
Like that's the
Why?
only thing that
Wow.
really sticks out to me. It's the orange, but
I think it's
other
it's
than
the-
that,
for
like,
me it's the
particle
hair.
effects are alright.
For me it's the hair. The hair is just weird.
I don't know, I don't mind the hair, to be honest. I mean, I don't see the argument. I mean, I can read the argument where people are mad about something like that.
It's
but
also
I
because if
don't
you
feel
look
like
at the icon, it doesn't look like him. Like the face is different.
Yeah,
he
no,
doesn't even
all
have
the
any face
icons are
paint.
like, I don't know. In terms of quality, I feel like the icon are disgusting.
No,
like,
it's because
not
the icons
detailed or anything.
are because the icons. I can tell you exactly what it is. It's directly the art that you'll see in the visual novel.
Yeah,
Because
no, but, like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But in terms of like polish and shading and everything, I really like don't like them.
I understand that because they had to take like the PNG and like turn that into the icon, so there
I
wasn't
feel like
much
it's-
polishing they could do.
It's so not contrast. I don't know the word.
I like
but,
the Sona one, to be honest. Sona is actually good. The others are like they like blend in. I don't know. Also,
Yeah,
fiddlesticks.
I mean, we'll see.
Am I crazy that I really like the Fiddlestick skin?
it's good. But I don't like one thing. I don't like the color palette.
Really?
Same.
I
hate
like
the
it.
model
No,
and the colors.
no, because I like the white. I like. See, and then I don't understand why there is pink, there is purple, and there is the neon green. They have four
Okay, so-
colors.
I'll do my 2 cents into it. So, I agree with your whole thing. I'm usually all for like or against like multiple, because I was talking about this last night actually. We were talking about Valorant agents and how KO has pants for some reason, and like the brown, like adding the because he's got like black, silver, bright green, bright purple, brown. Like he's got too many colors, so it's really kind of
See.
weird
I
looking.
used to main. What's his name? Freaking wall guy. Not Brimstone, the other one.
War guy
Breach?
was, yeah.
Yeah, Breach. I used to main
I thought it
Breach,
was
and
Phoenix.
Breach during beta was awesome. He had 3 colors, and that was it. Now they gave him like green and orange, and it's a mess now.
Yeah, but in any case, I agree with that aspect, and that's why I think the Chromas for StarGuardians are kind of strange. For Fiddlesticks, though, obviously we're just like speculating on what his deal is, but my thought process about what's going on is that Zoe has like the same one eye that Fiddlesticks does, like the glowing eye.
Yeah.
So my thought is that Zoe is like a corrupted StarGuardian. So I'm thinking that Fiddle is like a corrupted StarGuardian as well, but like so far corrupted that he's not even recognizably human anymore. Like he's that far gone. And in that sense, they also say that he has like apparently like killed a bunch of StarGuardians, and he has that familiar within him.
Yeah.
So I think the multiple colors help sell not only that, like maybe he's like consumed the essence of the other Guardians, but because he's chaotic, like he's chaotic energy, so he's not put together. He's all over the place, and in that aspect, I really like it.
I agree with that, but if you look, I don't know if you're looking at the model or not, but
Oh, the model doesn't
The
build up
model
to
is
it.
ugly as fuck, dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I'm talking. I'm primarily talking about the model, because the art is great.
Yeah, I
The
mean, always.
model-
When was the art, like the splash art, bad for Champion compared to its model?
Yeah, you're right. and like, it's because on the model, I'm looking at it, and he, like, once again, one of the ghastly arms is pink, the other one is purple. Sure, pink and purple work together. But then he has like the neon, he has the neon green mouth, neon green crown, and then in the middle of his forehead, he has a pink streak. Why is that there? Just give him neon green on his head, give him different colors on his limbs, but don't combine them together in one spot. Like, don't give every single color to his face, for example, which is what they did here. I feel like in the middle of his model, it's just a blob of colors, and it doesn't really make sense.
No, I don't like it at all. I am sorry. I'm not gonna play with that skin ever.
I guess
I
it's
would
a
rather
mix
play
of, like,
pull like a surprise party fiddlestick if I want to have like bright colors for the champion rather than this skin.
Also, I will say though, like I played it yesterday because I was playing on PvE. The sound design for that skin is magnificent.
Oh
Like
yeah,
they did a
really good.
phenomenal job with the sound work for that. It was so cool.
But for the
So
colors, right now I feel like it's a mix of like Dark Star and then whatever the colors of the familiar is.
I'm just curious because he's obviously gonna be in the visual novel. I'm just curious what the heck is gonna be. You know, like, why is he there? What I believe is happening, he's gonna be like one of the monsters that we previously fought, but he wants to be a StarGuardian. That's why he captured the familiar, and he's like, look at me, I'm a StarGuardian. That's like that's what I believe is happening with him.
I will not accept that. I will not accept
Because
fiddlestick
that's
wanting
the
to be
I'll
Stargard.
actually accept that because he's gonna be a comedic relief, because that's the only way you can put him in the visual novel if you do that.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to try and be friendly, because otherwise you can't date him.
But I don't. Oh my god.
Right?
Do we need to like push people to watch TB Sky's video about if like bangable champions?
No, but for this one, I would actually I would be fine with it because that would be obviously a nod towards what's the right term? I'm awful at this. Not bi
The
people.
the pigeon dating thing.
Not even transgender, but you know, because Fiddlestick is genderless. You know, if you date him, that's a perfect representation. You know.
Oh,
So, like,
hey.
A little something for everyone.
Exactly, a little something for everyone. That would be actually some like subtle cool points for Riot.
Something that I remember, I tweeted about that earlier, is that in a bunch of backgrounds for the StarGuardian splash art, you can see creatures that don't look like creatures. It's like some kind of robots sort of thing. And I don't like it, and I don't understand what it is, because I feel like it is so far away from the first patch where it was void monsters technically invading.
Yeah.
And now it's like bright color, semi-robot space, space pirates, like in Metroid. Sort of design. I really don't understand the deal, and I don't like it. I feel like it's such a departure from the thing.
Yeah, well, it's probably a thing of like the StarGuardians are now a public thing. Everyone knows about them. So now there's enemies across the galaxy.
And PvE! New enemies for everyone! We're all see that's what Riot's been working on the entire time. They were making new models for new enemies.
That's why the patch is 3 weeks long, because they're just waiting for it.
They also hired more and more writers who would now write new stories for new cool monsters.
Of course.
The
That's what you
3 week
wish
patch
would
is
be
because
happening.
1 week is summer break for Riot.
Now with that said, like seriously though, it's a summer event. We know they've been working on it hard. Now because there's totally gonna be PvE.
No.
But
100%,
because we're getting
that's not even copium. That's like cocaine or something. That's even harder than that. Holy shit, dude.
But because we're getting Ultimate Spellbook, all right,
Yeah.
the visual novel has to be jacked. Like
It won't.
It's probably, it won't, and it's probably gonna be, again, the bare minimum, just like putting, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want to attack any writer, and please don't, but like, putting Ultimate Spellbook for StarGuardian event is literally the bare minimum they could have done.
yeah, but like, that's the thing though, I understand why it happened. I understand why it happened. I don't agree with it, but I understand why it happened. It's because the last time they showed us the stats for the game modes, they were like, look, no one played the other game modes, but freaking Ultimate Spellbook had like 700% of the play rate. So, and they even told us that they will try and support the game mode more in the future. They told us.
Then release it instead of like 17 times the Earth and One for All that we got for the past 6 months.
I know, I'm just saying they told us, and we just ate it up.
It is just such a lazy thing to do. It's like, why?
Yep. Yeah.
You
Like,
wait 6 months
I
to like
agree.
put it back. Oh wait, no, more than 6 months, I think. But like still. Like we
should've
ate
done,
up
like, Doom.
Earth and like One for All only for like
What if the ultimate plan is that they actually release like Doombots and they are just testing it on PvE?
it's not even that, dude. You want to
No,
know the
give-
amount of
give
effort
me-
they've put? They didn't even reskin the interface. It's still green.
Give me Nexus Bullet with,
Wait, is
with
the
Ultimate
interface actually?
Spellbook.
Wait, is the interface actually still Ruination?
Yes.
It is still the Ruination. The
Oh
map is
my
not. The map is just like basic Summoner's Rift. You can still get Dragon.
Yeah.
But the interface is still Ruination. You just have like a pink crown now. I mean, a
The
Star
crown
Guardian
is
pink
pink.
crown.
Yeah, the,
You know,
the
that
crown is
makes up for it all.
StarGuardian.
Yeah.
Okay, the
And
crown is
visual
I mean,
effects.
it's-
Visual
I mean-
effects are StarGuardian.
They
Why is it a
can-
crown though? Like what? That doesn't. I don't think there's a single StarGuardian.
doesn't make
It should have been
sense.
Fiddlesticks' crown.
It should have been a
Fiddlesticks has
familiar-
an actual
Makes
crown.
sense.
It should
It's,
have
it's
been
a
a.
reskinned Ruination crown.
They should have used like Fuva to like fly
made it
around them.
pink.
I don't know, but it's just a reskin, and like that's just even the courtyard or like the bunch of vaults that they added. We haven't seen. I mean, in a couple of games, we haven't seen like all of them. But like even that, like they gave Corki's ult, right? But guess what? You only get like the shit rocket. It's just a small like PP rocket thing. It's like you don't even do damage. You can just poke, but like that's it.
But like, okay, so from my point of view, okay, I don't want to shit on the community, but let me take a little poop at least. So
I don't like the way that's phrased.
I've been fighting for PvE for years. People know that. Like that's kind of like my thing. Okay, I'm the guy who's on Copium fighting for PvE. I've been doing that ever since Odyssey. Odyssey has been the best game event that ever happened. In my opinion, Odyssey was better than Spirit Blossom. But and like I've been fighting for it so hard, and everyone ignored me. Everyone was like, yeah, whatever, you know, we like Ultimate Spellbook, you know, at the time at least. So, like, and now that it's cool to like PvE, everyone is like, yeah, we actually want StarGuardian PvE. And I'm sitting here thinking, great, why didn't you fight for it for the last 2 years? Why are you doing it now?
Like in PvE now? Because it was cool back in the day, now it's not
like
cool anymore.
I'm happy that people want to see PvE. I'm happy, but it's way too late for you guys.
Especially 4 or 5 years later, yeah, it's definitely too late.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you fight, Riot would just ignore you anyway.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. If I had Reddit on my side, we can do anything.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, right.
It's like you want to remember, like you remember
we
the
can
post
put
recently
people
about
on
the
planes. People on planes, we can put them in prison with Reddit. You know. That happened. Wait, you don't know? Wait, you don't know?
No, I have not
such
heard.
a weird sentence.
That actually happened on Reddit. Like people on Reddit thought that there was a woman who was a criminal on a plane, and they actually like called the police, and they're like FBI arrived at the airport, and they actually like, you know, they actually took the woman in,
but like in an airplane.
and like
What
it was a random person, and they got her cancelled.
Oh my fucking god.
Anyway, the power of Reddit.
No, but like I don't know. I feel like they did the bare minute. I 100% agree though on your point of it is kind of too late and people should have like woken up before that. My issue with this, it is literally the statement they said of, oh yeah, we worked for like an entire year on this event. The event is like 3 weeks long. We don't have PvE event. We have 6, I think. Wait, 7 or 8? I don't know. I mean, barely a handful of new ults, and we're probably gonna have a visual novel. Okay. I mean, I don't personally care about that. Like, okay. I know that Necrit is gonna care. And then probably a cinematic that is like gonna be animated, which is good for like entertainment value, but then.
That's not new content.
It's not new content. And guess what? The only new content we get is like a pass.
So
with like 10k tokens.
Let me inject you with a bit of copium though. So
God.
Imagine
you already did. No, stop.
No. When it comes to the visual novel, imagine if they actually upgrade it. What you can do, and I'm gonna spit out ideas. I know they are gonna be absolutely awesome. Everyone is gonna be like, yes, we want that. And then Riot is like, oh, why didn't we think of that?
No.
You know what you do in dating games? You give your dates presents. It's like, this guy likes ice cream and that guy likes chocolate cake. And you like have different presents for different people, and that gives you, either more or less affection with them. What if you play a game, and after you finish a game, the game drops you a random item, and it is up to you to decide who you want to give that item to. And you have this dating minigame inside the visual novel, which is more than just a conversation
have the technology for that.
I'm just spitballing, that they can.
If they didn't have the technology to do anything with the visual novel for the Ruination, they're not gonna upgrade anything for this.
They worked on it for a year.
They worked on the anime for a year, not on the.
I would assume that like the visual novel is gonna have something more than just what we had before. Because even Ruination was an upgrade if you compare it to Spirit Blossom. Like, absolutely, technically, that was a big upgrade.
Yeah, you want to talk about the upgrade when you had to like farm the game like
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
yeah. Yeah, that it
So
wasn't
also
even like
do that
internally
again.
tested with like numbers and people
yeah.
called them out and they had to like patch
Yeah.
it later on.
Yeah, I remember. Hey, dude,
such
I
an
made
upgrade,
I
my
made
guy.
a 50-minute long video about that.
Oh, I bashed the numbers day one, and people were like, you just don't play
You
enough
don't
and
know."
stuff like that. Yeah, like they were saying I was wrong. I was like, I'm looking at it. It's like, oh no, it gets easier as it goes along. I'm like,
No,
yeah,
it
it does, but the numbers increase as well in the
But
late
yeah, but
regions.
now it's even better because like now I believe on PvE, if you do the calculations, you need something around 10,000 tokens to get everything. If you want all the icons, if you want all the chroma stuff like that. So or at least the borders. And people are like 10,000. That will take me like I will need to play 8 games every day. You know,
Nah, more than that.
There's more.
probably.
in Riot's defense.
Please double that.
People are not counting on the fact, in Riot's defense, people are not counting on the fact that on top of the tokens that you normally get from like the pass and stuff, you also get extra rewards through the visual novel. Like every time you rank up, you get more stuff. So
So you're gonna get
You need-
500 tokens, like 5,000
yeah,
tokens
exactly.
from the visual novel?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully you don't get like 10
That
tokens
is a
per
heavy
level.
dose of copium. They will never do that.
But like in Riot's defense, they have they will give you more tokens through the visual novel.
No,
definitely.
I won't.
Yeah, they will. They
I
have done
won't
that
stand
before.
that. Like, I won't accept the in Riot's defense, because let us not forget the famous video where they said, "Oh, we are reworking the the battle pass system, so you don't have to grind 30 days of your life to like unlock the tiniest thing." And it is still the case, and we are in July almost, so like more than half of the year since the video. And it's still not changed, and we still haven't seen any change like towards that. And we even saw a change towards the mythic essence stuff, which people aren't happy about that. I don't know, yeah. It's like,
Don't worry, we'll get an
cannot-
update about the LPP in the first half of this year.
True, I forgot about that.
Wait, they have 5 days. They have 5 days.
Dude, we didn't roast you for the past 30 minutes. Isn't that great?
Yeah,
We didn't talk about the
great.
LPP. That's a new record, I think.
Also, I don't think we ever mentioned it, but I don't think DB Skyn is actually in as well.
Wait.
No, he is.
he not?
Yeah,
Is he?
Yeah.
yeah, he is. No, that's him and.
Are you
Dinka.
sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Because
yeah.
I remember I remember he didn't want to go in because he didn't want to support the higher ups at Riot. That
I'm
were
pretty
really
sure
great.
he's in.
I'm pretty sure at first he wasn't for
I
that
know that
reason.
Dinka was, or like is, but
I know that TB wasn't for that very reason.
that would be.
I'm pretty sure he's in.
Just ask
At
him.
the start, maybe later he got in, but I was like, what a guy, and he actually stood by his word, and he actually didn't join, and I admired him. I don't know if he's in, but I remember.
I
that.
mean, good for him. Yeah, oh, for sure.
Oh, he's in the UK LPP Discord.
All right, then yeah.
I'm marked as a content creator.
Ah. I mean, he could have not been a League of Legends like LPP thing. Maybe it's just like Legend of Runeterra or something. Or something else. Or just like not League unlocked. Just being the LPP just in case.
Yeah, well, him and Dinka got invited at like pretty much the same time, from what I remember.
I mean, that's cool for them. At least they have LPP
Yeah.
like Nikki.
Because they fucking live in EU.
Yeah. Imagine living in the EU. I mean, you live in like the US version of the EU.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada.
People say that Canada is like America's hat. Nah, America's Canada's pants. It's below us. Get out of here. Literally regressing back to the 1900s in terms of the policies.
It's the lizard tail of Canada.
We gotta cut it off. We have to separate.
We need to evolve.
Let's jump back on the.
Yeah,
wait,
so visual novel.
So visual novel. Wait, no, something that I really like to now that I think again about StarGuardian is the fact that technically a bunch of unpopular champions are getting the StarGuardian skin. And I really like that thing. Even if it's out of like 10 skins, at least 3 unpopular champions are getting one. Because
Quinn, Rel, and who?
Talia.
Oh.
I mean, I call
really
Talia as an
unpopular anymore.
unpopular one because like, I
And
wouldn't
she's
say...
not blue!
Yeah, true.
Just the freaking colors.
Yeah. But like,
But
It'll be a blue chroma. It's
that's
fine.
still super
But
nice.
But also, hold
Nice.
on. How many? I need to super quickly. I have the image somewhere. I need to look up how many dating thingies were in Spirit Blossom because, like, because if every single hold on. So in Spirit Blossom we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's actually quite a lot.
Well, the novel has...
And how many new Guardians do we have?
10.
And how many old Guardians do we have? You know,
10?
yeah,
10
but
new?
like, so 10 new, but we also have 10
plus
old.
5?
I mean,
think
I
5
say
each
10
time.
new. It's technically 8 new Star Guardians and 2 new Star Nemesises.
Okay,
Yeah,
so so in general, let's say we have like 18 good Star Guardians in total. Because we had 10, because we had a team of 5, then
Wait, I
another
just
team of
realized
5,
something.
then there was Rakan and Zaya and stuff like that. So let's just say there's like 18 of them. How many are gonna be in the visual novel?
Probably all of them.
Yeah.
Which means it's double the amount of Spirit Blossom.
So the thing is, they've already patched in all the sounds for the visual novel. So there is, if I remember correctly, off the top of my head, there's about, was it 11, in between 11 and 13 music tracks.
11
So
and
there's-
13?
Music, yeah, from in between 11 and 13
If I
music
remember
tracks.
correctly, Ruination had 5. I think 4.
For-
But let's say 5.
This is where things get crazier. For ambient background noise, there's 25 different ambient.
No, but okay, no,
sound effects.
so I actually am knowledgeable on this because I used every single one of those in my Ruination video. Like Ruination for the ambience had like 10 or 12. It's because like when they are on Targon, there is different one. When they are at the bottom of Targon, there is different one. When they are on the Bilgewater shores, there is different one. And then when they are in the docks of Bilgewater, there is different one. So I understand
And in
that.
Ishtal
count.
as well, when they set foot for like 5 minutes and ignore
Yeah.
all the Ishtalian champions
Yeah.
like Quiana. Huh?
So yeah, so I understand why there's a lot of ambience. The music though, it's the mood. The ones that are kinda important is the ones that are titled mood, because those usually like show you the scale.
If someone is angry or not, I
There's
guess.
there's nothing named with mood at all.
Okay,
this
then-
one.
then
the
just
first 3
keep that
music
list.
tracks are very samey and they actually follow on from each other like really well, to the point of like you can loop them
Oh, wait, the
together. But then
intro.
I think all the ones after that, there's always like they don't follow on from each other. And then I think the last one is there's 101 sound effects at the moment for like when text appears and like, you know, there's a comedic sound effect with it. So there's quite a lot of sounds overall. And they are adding more slowly as like we get more PvE patches. Like there's like a few that get added or modified.
I just realized
Hope it's,
something earlier.
good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
No, you.
No, you.
I like that they're adding all that stuff. Like that's a relief to hear, because the fact that we got just Ultimate Spellbook again and like no PvE and pretty much nothing else. And I'm just looking at it thinking, okay, but there's like 14 skins or something, isn't there? Or
10.
around there's over 10.
No, it's 10.
Is it 10?
10.
It's
yeah,
10 for
five,
me.
five in each batch.
Okay, so 10 Star Guardians. Usually, like the past patches were like, you know, it's a team. So now there's basically there's 2 new teams, I guess, or something, or like just one big team with Morgana and Fiddlesticks.
No,
as
it has to be
villains.
2.
Wait,
It
wasn't
has to
it
be
10 for
teams.
like the Yeehaw skins that we got earlier this year?
Oh,
What's
High
it
Noon.
called?
Oh, High
Oh,
Noon,
High
yeah.
Noon.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Yeehaw.
The
I
Yeehaw.
just remember
Yeah, it was
those
5
ones.
and 5. Yeah, it was 5 and
think-
5.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking. I'm looking at like, well, we got that many Hainu skins, and then we're getting this many StarGuardian. And Hainu was the same thing, where it was an event, but the actual event had nothing to do with Hainu.
Yeah.
And I'm looking
Yeah.
at this thinking like, okay, well, it just looks like they're putting their reason. That's why we're not getting good stuff, because Riot's not funding them to make a fun game mode. They're funding it to make more skins, because
Yeah,
that
it's
gets the most
quantity.
immediate monetary gain.
Yeah.
They're gonna make
But
more
then
money.
people lose
if they
interest because,
make
like,
more-
why would you buy skins and support a company that doesn't like actually listen? Because, like, again, I want to emphasize the fact that they said that they want and they are a player-focused company. But if you don't focus on what your player wants, if your players have been asking for like 5 years to get a PvE game mode, and you just focus on like selling them skins, as much as I like it, because yeah, of course, it's not a charity, like they have to make money. But if you're a player-focused company, you cannot claim that thing and still continue to just like push monetization with like the pass, when you need to like grind for like 5 years, even though you only have like 30 days of pass.
Like the crazy thing for me is that I do not understand why no one at Riot, or I guess I do if I think about it like from monetization point of view, but like I don't understand how no one realizes that League has no new content, because a new champion is not a new content for all the players. A new skin is not a new content for all the players. That's like imagine if WoW came out, right?
The new
and
content
every
was
new
supposed to be Song of Nunu in March.
No, and like every new content in WoW was a new mount. And that was the expansion. The expansion was new mounts. You have 50 new mounts.
100%.
That's the expansion. That's what's happening in League. We're not getting new content.
But you have a visual novel like every year now. That's content.
But yes, visual novel is great. Visual novel is actual content that I play through in the game. I like that.
Content once a year for like, I don't know, 2 weeks.
Exactly,
3 weeks. Nice.
So, and here's the thing. So, given how massively positive feedback they got during Arcane on the web browser thing, would it be unthinkable to shove that into the client?
The client is literally a web browser, though.
Exactly. So it shouldn't be too difficult.
I mean, yeah, it's not difficult at all, but then there is some...
So maybe that's the upgrade that they are going for, because they know they got positive feedback for that.
I think
The problem is, like, the League client is a stripped down web browser in some sense. So, like, yeah, you can force the League client just to load that web page, whether or not it'll run as smoothly as a web browser does.
The part that confuses me is because Riot always talks about how, like, oh, we couldn't do that because we didn't have the resources to do it. Like, we can't do this, we can't do that. We didn't have the resources. We have to do this somewhere else. And I'm not versed in game development or nothing, but like a guy in my Discord server made a Nocturne fan VGU. Like, he made a new design, made a new model, came up with hypothetical abilities, animated set hypothetical abilities in a month by himself. And how many people do you have working at Riot? Is this like multiverses where your
5.
team's 20 people? Like,
No, it's just
what is
5
happening?
people. You have like social media, a guy who works on like making new skins, and that's it.
Their issue is still the one thing that gets repeated, and that's like at the beginning of time, Riot was like, we're gonna make everything ourselves, and so they made their own engine and they made everything, you know, on their own. Which means that when someone new comes into in as a developer, they don't use like Unreal Engine, they don't use Unity like a normal person. No, they have to learn how to use Riot stuff.
Yeah,
But that's for coding
where
your
it's
stuff.
tough.
For like having VGU and like skins, they actually outsource that a lot, and that's also why we have like 10 skins, like 6 or 5 skins per like 2 weeks.
Well, if
Because
they're
they outsource a
outsourcing,
fuck ton of their things now.
so where are their resources?
Yeah, they only started
They are there.
outsourcing, I think, 2
Actually
years
there.
ago or 3.
That's what, like, we look at VGUs. The Udyr VG was confirmed a year and a half ago. I made a joke in June of last year. We wouldn't be seeing it till August, and that's gonna be
And
true
here we
now.
are.
Like, we're not gonna see it till August at least, because StarGuardian is gonna be the event for July.
Yep.
So we're not gonna see it till August. We might even not see it till September. Who knows how long it's gonna be till Skarner comes out?
I think it's gonna be a tie-in into Song of Nunu.
But that's just what the champions team have been saying constantly, like, we're not going to rush stuff out, we're going to take our time with it, so I'm not too surprised.
I don't care, it's not new content anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't want them to rush it. I made a post on Twitter the other day saying how there have been as many reworks in the past 3 years, like full VGU. So it was like, I think it was like Kale, Mordekaiser, Volibear, Fiddlesticks, Mundo, and Ezreal was all in the past 3 years.
Wait, Ezreal?
2018.
I thought Ezreal was like older than that.
No, Ezreal was he was like the last one before. He was like the beginning.
Okay, yeah. All right.
In 2018 alone was 6 VGUs. It was like Aatrox, Swain, Irelia, Akali, Nunu, and there was one other, I think. It's like,
true.
Like, what happened? They released 3 champions that year too. I think it was Kai'Sa, Zoe, and Pyke was that year. But that year they did like a hard focus on VGUs, and I'm just sitting here like, people, you know, like, some of the VGUs are some of the most popular champions in the game nowadays. Like, I think that they can mess it up sometimes. Like, Mundo didn't gain any popularity. I think Mundo scared the higher ups. I honestly, they spent so long on Mundo and then it didn't go anywhere. But then you look at something like Volibear or Pantheon or Fiddlesticks or Akali and Irelia and Swain, they're like way more popular than they were before. And then you look at the new champions, and whenever a new champion comes up, like, oh my god, she can revive people by pressing the W button. She's immune to auto. Like, why do they keep doing this, Riot? People are not, from what I've seen anyway, they're not happy.
Again?
No, but like,
Yeah.
that one, I don't understand the invincibility. Like, that, I do not understand.
Oh, I played against it yesterday. Like, I was playing with Sunny and the Sunny Goons, and our own AD carry was fighting Nilah. She pressed her her counter strike thing, couldn't be damaged by any auto attacks. Auto attacked our own ADC and died in 2 hits.
Nice.
But like, but even thematically, I don't understand why it's there. It's like it.
I guess it's
what
supposed
is
to,
it?
like,
That's just
water movement.
Yeah, but like,
or
water,
something.
freaking water
The
isn't
demon's
almighty.
power.
Exactly, it's gonna be like, oh, the demon shrouded her in mist.
We're bringing back the mission.
It also eats projectiles.
I think that's also why there was like the discourse on Twitter about like, oh shit, also on Reddit about, oh, she's the most disliked champion with other champions. I think
She's
that's
not, though.
no, okay, she's not, but still, she got a bunch of dislikes. But still, it's still the fact that people are not very fond of either her design or her kit, because the only video we saw when people went batshit crazy was the introduction and gameplay video.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well,
And I think there
think
was a problem there already.
I know a lot of people think that her design is like bland, and I agree with that. The thing is, you can't call Nilah's design bland without being called racist, which is fucking stupid.
I liked
there.
her concept art so much.
Well, here's
With
my
the
thing
armor
about
and
it,
shit.
is that she is supposed to be, well, there's 2 key parts about her that I think is why she looks bland. It's because she's supposed to be from Cathcon, which is like a region we've never heard about before. And she lives in Bilgewater. Like, when you look at Samira, she was a Shuriman raised in Noxus. So she has very clear Noxian clothing with very clear Shuriman motifs, like jewelry, and like, she looks like she's from both cultures. We don't have any idea what the hell Cathcon even is, and she has nothing Bilgewater about her at all.
Yeah.
Like, calling her a Bilgewater champion is like calling Yasuo a Bilgewater champion. Like,
And this is where my latest video comes into play. I don't know if you guys saw it, but basically, Jared Rosen pulled it off. Like, there is a writer at Riot, and like, you know, the team comes to him and they are like, hey, we made this champion, can you make a story for him? And he always nails it and he gives everything sense. And this guy has carried like 8 champions in the past, like champions with weird designs, but he gives them story that like salvages everything. And like Bel'Veth, he's the guy who saved Bel'Veth. And 2 months later, he's the guy who saved freaking Nilah. So, see,
2 months later, it was 2 weeks later.
Well, yeah, it was 2 weeks later. Like,
was meant to be 2 months.
Yeah, it was meant to be. So she doesn't look Bilgewaterian because she literally was like, her mind was dominated by a demon. She is forced to be happy by the demon because the demon is feeding on her joy, and he basically annihilated her. Like he wiped her from history. She can now use his powers. She has to be joyous all the time, and so she doesn't care about what's happening in the world. She is just fighting monsters to be a hero, to be remembered, and so she can feel joyful. So she is in Bilgewater, but she doesn't give 2 shits about, you know, what people look like there and what's happening in Bilgewater. She's just there to kill some krakens, you know. So it makes sense why she doesn't look anything like a Bilgewaterian, because she doesn't care about their culture. She's there to kill monsters.
I get the... You go ahead.
If Zeri shoots her, she should die instantly, technically. Like Zeri should one-shot her.
Super effective.
I feel like anyone would get killed if they got struck by lightning, to be honest. But,
Yeah.
you know,
Like, that's the power. I mean, at this point, Aurelian Soul just like snap his fingers and like kill the entire summoners. But like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm
I'm
not a big fan of her design. Like, I mean, clothing, I understand, but like, again, when we saw the concept arts, I really like what concept arts really showed. And it's always the thing of like, I like the champion. It's like, I'm okay with it, but I would much prefer to have like what the concept art was.
Yeah. Well, people were saying like, no, you can't. She just looks like a pirate. I'm just thinking like, yeah, she's in the pirate region. Like, it just makes sense to me. I
don't even think she looks like a pirate.
Yeah, no, I don't think so as well. Like, what the fuck?
I like the idea that like she's joyous all the time. I think that was a really neat twist, and I really enjoyed that she's incapable of feeling any emotion other than joy. Like her whole family could die in front of her, and she'd be like, "Oh, this is amazing! I love this."
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
The thing default dancing.
Again, like the it's like Bel'Veth, but the lore is cool. I don't get that from her voice lines. Like I think it would have been really cool because we have a ton of like really happy characters, like, you know, Nico and Nunu and Ivern are all really happy and peppy all the time. I think Nilah would have been cool, where it's like, it's very clear she's very happy, but you can tell listening to her that something's off. Like, you know, like, I think they should have made her like really happy, but about like creepy things, like make it like a mix. That would have been, but she's like, oh, high five, demon. Oh, I love being a hero. It's like, I don't get the lore that she's like,
she doesn't have the uncanny that she's supposed to have.
She should be uncanny, right? Like it should be like, oh, why is she happy about this? Like, you just killed your friend. Why are you happy?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
wait, it reminds me of Brightwing from Heroes of the Storm. Brightwing is literally a fairy, and she's so happy, but like she's so creepy happy.
She's happy about
that's awesome.
Do we have a creepy happy character?
If you say Yumi, I'm gonna stab
kinda.
Mundo's like a full-on comedy character, though. Like,
yeah, I mean, like, but if you have like creepy happy, that's kind of comedy, though. He
literally, like, his creepy happy is not being able to pronounce pharmacist properly.
Yeah.
It's like, he's just a lughead. Like, Nilah's smart.
I think he's the closest, though. We don't have anyone else like that.
Yeah, I'm not. I have all the champions here, so I can probably take a quick skim through and see if there's.
I don't think we have like a murderous happy person.
We have plenty of depressed characters. We have, you know, we have Vex and Amumu. I mean, Evelyn's not really. That's not really happy.
Not even. Even Jin. Jin is creepy but not happy.
Yeah. I think it's because we don't have any horror characters, right?
Well, yeah, because you need to market them.
Yeah.
You can't market blood. Are you crazy?
You need thighs and
You know, I was thinking about
ships.
that. What the hell are they gonna do when they need to put Vladimir in Wild Rift?
Freaking PG-7.
I guess there will still be blood.
PG-7
but-
at least.
Just give him the grape juice.
Make
Yeah.
Dark Waters Vladimir the
Yeah,
base.
brown water, please. Poopy stuff again.
I can't wait.
That was
I can't
another
wait to
thing.
see human Hecarim in Wild Rift.
Ooh, we'll talk
that
about
was-
it next.
How come? Well, I don't get why. So default Thresh is not okay for Wild Rift, but High Noon is.
Animal skull versus human.
Yeah, I think
You're
Animal Sound-
telling me that's a human skull?
Sadly, that's
Hold
the
on.
way they take it.
Hold
Like,
on, wait.
Yeah.
Where's this? I'm putting this in the chat. That's a human skull.
Yeah. To them, yes. Sadly. I mean, so
It's
yes
no, the
and
issue.
no.
The issue is he has human bones attached to the skull. I think that's actually the reason.
You know what? You might be right actually, because in censored Runeterra Thresh,
It's
the bones,
chains, isn't it?
attaching his
Yeah.
lantern are chains, so that might literally be it.
Yeah.
The main problem is it's a bit too close. Like it's a bit 50-50 what way.
Yeah, like it has a nose. You know.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's-
The whole thing
it's a
is
mess.
bizarre. I don't understand those kinds of cultures. Like I probably never will. But
Mhm.
I just find it funny that a cow skull is fine. I think that's just kind of humorous.
Not in India.
I
maybe
have a
shouldn't.
question.
Hmm.
And I kind of want to sort of like kickstart a thing where if people have questions about the lore or whatever, like I'd probably write down a comment or something, and we can probably ask Necrit, and then he can rant about lore for like 2 hours per episode again.
You can leave.
So my question was, Hecarim is a centaur, right?
Oh yeah. I heard that a lot this week.
So Hecarim is a centaur. First off, does he has a giant ding dong human? Or does he
Okay,
has a
okay.
horse
alright.
ding dong?
I mean,
He doesn't have any. He's a
Why?
fucking ghost.
Why, Chibiin?
I'll answer that when you tell me how Hecarim wears his pants.
True. Does he wear them like at the back or like at the bottom or like only at the front?
Exactly.
He wears them like a
Depending-
shirt.
Wait, Lilia as well.
Because here's the
StarGuardian
thing.
Lilia.
Here's the
Where would
thing.
she
He
wear
would
the skirt?
he would wear pants to hide his ding dong. So however he wears them, that's where it is.
Ah.
Here's your canonical answer.
Nice, no, I really like that. Don't we like to jump back on Hecarim? He's human again, technically.
I mean, not
Well,
again.
yeah.
Not
We learned the
again.
origin of it.
It's
yeah,
human,
but
sort of.
In case people didn't know, yes, Hecarim is a guy who was in the charge of the Iron Order, and you know he was charging around pillaging villages, and then he was like, wait, why do we pillage enemies when we can also pillage our villages for fun? And so he just destroyed everything, and he was like, haha, this is fun. Oh, Viego's gone. Well, I can destroy more things.
I have a
the
question
best
about
shit.
Hecarim actually. How do you go from being a soldier on horse and actually being end up being a twisted being, transform into a centaur?
Shadow Owl's magic's
It's
fun.
like,
So
that's
have
the
you
thing,
seen-
like,
When
it-
a
it
man
makes
loves
both of
his
them?
horse so
Oh no,
much.
fuck.
No. Like,
They
so if
become
you
one.
go, if you look at the Shadow Isles, there are freaking crabs infused with ships. You know,
Yeah. Listen,
There are-
even like
there are
artifacts are brought
ships-
to life by it, right?
yeah, there are ships infused with sharks. I think a horse and a man can be fused. But yes, it's basically Hecarim, when the ruination happened, Hecarim just happened to be sitting on his horse, just like everyone else in his army.
Yeah.
And those people just were fused with their horses.
So if
That's
someone
why.
was doing a barbecue, he would have fused with a barbecue?
Yes,
Wow, that's kind of fucked
there
up.
are literally people in Legends of Runeterra. There are ghosts who have like mugs instead of their
Oh yeah. Well,
because they were drinking at the
Bored as
time.
well? Or like,
They
is-
were
pretty
drinking
sure-
at the time, so that's why.
I'm pretty sure the whole thing about the Shadow Owls, like the Black Mist, was that it like amplified the worst like your worst traits.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, so
Hecarim
his
became
worst
even
traits
more
was being a horse?
bloodthirsty. No, he was. I mean, more like personality. Like he became like a fucking scary creature because he's terrifying. He's a monster. Like on the inside, he's a monster.
Yeah,
so he
he's
became a
evil.
monster.
I can't wait to read about it. Which, by the way, we should probably mention that. So yeah, Riot released the trailer for the Ruination book. They also
Yeah.
give us more info on that. That book
Necrit might be in it.
I'm actually, legitimately, Necrit, the guy who has been in the Ruined King game. You can play that game right now. It's on sale on Steam, 40% off.
Oh
That's
my
actually-
god.
It actually is.
What was with that
Holy
plug? Why?
shit.
It actually is though. Like, go to Steam. It's actually
We're gonna
40%
get
off now.
accused of being
Why-
Riot
why-
Shields right now.
Yeah,
What the
but
fuck?
hold up. Why would you get it on Steam when you could get it
On
on the
Epic
Epic Games
Store.
Store
Yeah.
and
I
use
forgot
the creator code Skin Spotlights?
Yeah, don't forget the yes at the end, by the way.
You have that?
Put a Z
Yeah, it
at the
does.
end.
Yeah, I
I
got a
don't-
creator code.
Yeah, give
What?
him money.
For what?
Yeah, I got an Epic creator code.
My god. Fortnite
Yeah.
V. Are you being paid in V-Bucks? Is that why you're playing Fortnite?
I mean, yesterday you got paid V-Bucks, but
He's being
think I
forced
paid
against his will to play Fortnite.
that's
anyway,
his retirement goal. Just want to play Fortnite.
Necrit, the guy who guides Misfortune to Viego, and also the same guy who is in some of the cinematics in the game, who is actually, I thought, would be a side character, but they turned him into a very important character because he's literally the king's advisor. He might very well be in the book.
Wow, what a flex.
I honestly, when I signed the paper, I was like, oh cool, they are gonna turn me into like a skeleton on the Shadow Isles. There's gonna be like a skeleton and like a head next to him, and it's gonna be a cool Easter egg. Yeah, that didn't really happen.
Yeah, they're really using that contract to its full potential.
Yeah.
See, there's the benefit as well that like at least like your YouTube name sounds like it could be like an actual character, like you know,
Oh, yeah.
Necritos of Camivore. You can't make Skinnis Spotlightus of Capcom or something. It doesn't-
Spotlight. It's like a lamppost.
Nicus Boyus.
Was it-
Literally
was
a
that
dog.
Me, but I am from ancient Greece.
I mean, for like Nicky Boy, you can do Nicky the Boy.
Yeah, Nicky the Boy.
I'm just like
like
some kid in the corner.
No, he's actually
looks like an alien.
no, he's actually like a gladiator. He's like in the royal guard. They just call him Nicky the Boy.
Reckoner. I'd be like a fucking reckoner. It's Nicky the Boy. There he is. Then I'd probably get.
Just that in a corner to the side.
I'd just be like, what is it? I'd be like Carl, like in the arena book. He'd just be like sitting in the corner, like I can't do anything.
God damn. But yeah, anyway, back to the book.
Yeah.
Back to the book. There's gonna be actually some really interesting characters. For example, we actually saw human Callista. I would not be surprised if that was a skin.
I would
I
like
would
it
actually
to
be surprised if they did end up as a skin. I don't believe
It's because
they
like they did the same thing for Gangplank, and for Callista it can be a Chroma. It can be a Chroma, and I would be happy with
Yes.
that. They can easily
I
do
would
that.
like them if they did chromas of like actual sort of thing like that. Instead of just like swapping colors. I would like
I
them
don't
to do
know if they could do
chromas.
Hecarim though. I don't think they can
No.
do Hecarim.
Yeah.
because it's just because the head offset. Mainly.
I really hope to bring the book out on Audible.
That would be cool. I don't know who would narrate it. Not me. Also, some people were like, "Oh, are you gonna narrate it?" No, I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you have
not gonna-
dyslexia, right?
Well, yeah. First of all, yes. Like reading the entire book, that would be freaking horrible for me. Like people don't know it. People don't know it. I hate reading on stream, for example.
Same.
Yeah, I know.
I
You don't
hate-
read your chat ever.
Do it for the summer.
I do. I do. No, but like I don't. I hate like I actually hate doing visual novels on stream and stuff. I actually hate reading. But like the what was my point? What was I talking about?
Your point was like tune in to Nicky Boy's stream when he's gonna play the visual novel because you
No,
hate it.
no, tune into my stream.
Subscribe to Nicky Boy on Twitch.
Oh yeah, hold on, no characters.
Don't you show
Oh.
my channel. How dare you?
So
Remember
there's
to check
Kalista.
if you got your Twitch Prime sub available.
There is
Oh, yes.
Kalista. There is also Human Viego. I think they can do Human Viego. They can do him.
I
They
would
can do
like
Chroma-
Human Viego as a Chroma, 100%.
Yeah.
I
Not
would
even a
really
Chroma. They
like
can do.
that.
They can do a remodel because he actually looks a little bit different. But they can do. They can do Human Viego easily.
Wait, I have a
Yeah,
question
that's
about Human
distance
Viego.
of pentacle. There you go. There you go. Human
Yeah.
Viego.
In terms of swords, like he has a giant ass sword. Was it a sword that he found on like the island, or was it a sword
No,
that he
no,
had
no,
from
no.
Kamamur?
So this was actually teased in a Q&A very long ago, like when they already knew the book would be out and stuff like that, but they just like didn't give us any details because they knew the details would be in the book. We knew, and like so many people don't know this because it was literally like in a Q&A. We know that the Blade of the Ruined King was passed through all the Kamavorian rulers, and every time a king picks up the blade, it literally sucks a piece of your soul into the blade as a sacrifice for the kingdom.
So then
and,
he's
like-
not dead.
Exactly. Then, when Viego was stabbed by the blade, he was technically stabbed with his own soul, and that's why Viego is undead. That is
But
the
then
real reason why he
Isolde would
lives.
be inside the sword as well, because Isolde wielded the sword to like stab Viego.
She's not a ruler though.
True, but she was dead already.
So
though.
what?
I
So
don't think-
because you're dead, you don't have a soul? Is that a thing now?
I think it
Maybe
depends
the
when you're
magic of
dead.
the swords.
Depends
Magic
when
of
you're
the
dead. Like Kindred can guide your soul away, you know.
So if
actually-
anybody wants to touch the sword, a part of their soul goes
They
into
have
it.
to die.
So that's literally copy paste Frostmourne, but like discounted.
Kind of. But Frostmourne, the point of Frostmourne was that like every time you killed someone with the blade, it absorbed the
Just
soul.
sucky.
Yeah, but here I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a ritual or something that actually like made you sacrifice a piece of your soul. I don't think it's automatic. I don't think it's
Okay.
like you touch it and
Yeah,
you know,
magic swords. It's never automatic. There's
Yeah.
always.
yeah, contracts and
Yeah,
What do you
it's like
know
it
about
knows,
magic
it
swords?
knows your blood is of the leadership. Or
a lot of
whatever,
paperwork. You know.
Like you want to explain or you one of your pastime, Declan, about like you know so much about magic sword or something? Like the do you
With
hide
blood.
something
Yeah,
from us?
yeah. I've watched a lot of anime.
Oh yikes!
Ew.
Like it's kind of like Attack on Titan, you know, only certain bloodlines.
Anime cringe.
Anyway, among the other
Fully.
characters, there was also Human Thresh. People are kind of freaking out because Thresh has a 6th version now. Because
Yeah.
there is
Yeah.
there is the normal version. There is the updated Ruined King version, which is also, you know, the Legends of Runeterra version. There is also the one after Sentinels of Light, the one that was in the cinematic. Then there is the one that was in the comics, and now there is then there is the one in the Realms of Runeterra book, and
Yeah.
now there is this clean-shaven version. So there are 6 versions now.
Yeah. Well, and this is Unbound Thresh. Was Unbound Thresh different in the comic compared to in game? I don't remember. But he was just a pile of smoke in the comic, wasn't
Exactly,
he? for a
yeah,
while?
that's the point. That's the point. That
Yeah.
in the comic he was pretty much a pile of smoke because censorship.
I remember seeing because it was the comic was the part of it was like supposed to be a 1-for-1 recreation of the Lucian versus Thresh cinematic
Yeah.
with Senna, and I'm looking at it I'm like, where?
And I'm like, what am I looking at?
I am a demonic green fart now. Haha. Watch me
Like, where
be
does he
unbound.
begin and where does he end?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mess.
But yeah, so I am fine with most of them. The only thing that I don't understand is literally why in the book he is clean shaven, while in Realms of Runeterra, which is like his canonical look, he actually has like a little bit of a beard and like he has a
He's
mustache.
like a
and-
goatee.
yeah, he has a goatee there.
His
Why
face
didn't
is
you give him
also,
just give him a goatee in the book? And that's
He's got
it.
a lot pointier of a chin and like a much thinner face in Realms of Runeterra as well.
Yeah, that's the only like difference that I don't understand. The rest, I kind of understand the point behind those because every single rework kind of had a reason. This one doesn't. The one in the new book just has no reason to look different from Realms of Runeterra. So I get that. But then, so that was the main four champions that are gonna be there, or main four characters. It's Kalista, Hecarim, Viego, and Thresh. Now, there's still gonna be more. There's gonna be Necrit. Who knows what they're gonna do with that. Ledros is gonna be there, obviously. He's Kalista's lover. He's also pretty awesome. He's also pretty awesome in his own stories and really cool in Ruined King if you find his hidden encounter. Also, there's gonna be the Vasani, right? Because the Vasani, which are Aris people, they were the ones who developed the Pale Mist. And while Thresh was doing his stuff, and while, you know, before the Ruination happened, the Vasani were on the islands researching the mist. So I wouldn't be surprised if Aris people were there too. Also, who else can be there? Also, I think the reason why the book is coming out so late is because, as was mentioned, Nilah comes from the Kathkan, which is a region neighboring Kamavor, which is also a region that was at war with Kamavor. They were their rivals, which means that finally we're gonna learn who assassinated Viego, or who tried to assassinate him, because it was confirmed that it wasn't anyone from the main continents. It was no one from the Black Rose or anything like that. So it had to be someone from the Kamavorian continent, and therefore it is highly likely that it was Nilah's people who tried to assassinate Viego.
Should have done a better job.
Probably, yes. Instead, they freaking like destroyed half of the world.
Yeah.
They tried.
But yeah, I think that's why they read
about it. Like I think the part that I don't get about it, like Kamavor, I think was fine. I think introducing a new region through Kamavor worked because Viego has had a lot of setup, you know, and we know like, oh, well, now we know there's where Kalista and Hecarim and Vladimir are all from too. Like, okay, this makes sense, and it's like a mysterious region. We don't need it on the map because it's a mysterious region that's lost to time. Nothing's there anymore. That's cool. And then it's like, oh, actually, there's another nation called Kathkan, still not on the map, by the way. There's only one champion from Kathkan. What's an Ixtal? I don't know what that is. Look at Kathkan, guys.
Yeah, I 100% agree that if she would have been from Ixtal, it would have been technically more interesting.
Yeah,
I'm kind of tired of like having a second champion already. That is not even from technically Runeterra.
Yeah, well, Runeterra's the planet.
Yeah, Runeterra is the planet.
But we don't.
She's from there.
Yeah, no, but like that's the thing. We don't have anything, and like when will we have a continent, like a map update? They haven't updated anything.
That's the thing. That's the thing. In the description of the book, it was confirmed that we will have a map of the new places.
Hopefully.
Yes, but I'm talking about the universe.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a whole
like they
another
haven't
whole.
updated anything. Something that could have been cool is like some map of the conflict, like I don't know, some small fire thing where people are fighting.
Yeah, but it's standard Riot. Make it, ship it, abandon it.
Well,
Oh, just like
it's more so
the desktop
League displays.
like
League
league displays that is completely abandoned. They said like, oh, we'll take a look at it. Yeah.
Technically, even the League client, they made it, ship it, abandon it. It had crap performance. They spun up a new team to fix it.
And it took them years to actually sort of fix it. Yeah.
I think it's my like issue against them is more from the fact that like she making her Kathkan is cool, I guess, and introducing another new region is cool. But like again with Ixtal was made, like you guys are saying, they just make it and then abandon it. Like they've done nothing with Ixtal. Why? Like she has, I get it's a demon, but watery magic is still very similar to it's an element. It's elemental magic, even if it is
could
a
have been
demon.
a rune thing. Like I don't know, instead of a demon, you just have a rune.
Well, not even so. I think you could have had her with the demon, but the fact that it's watery, like why the demon of joy's magic is all watery, I don't really know, but it's elementally based regardless, and that's what Extel's all about.
But like Nami's people never talked about like any watery demon thing.
Yeah.
They are literally inside the water.
Here's the thing though. So we did like Riot still told us that there is a reason why Kiana wasn't there for the Ruination. So something is
probably a
still gonna
bullshit
happen to
reason.
Ishtal. The thing is, I don't think the Void event is happening, guys.
Oh, you
No.
finally got to that realization after months?
Finally.
Wow.
Have you accepted the PvE mode's not happening yet?
No,
Holy
that's still happening,
shit,
no.
dude.
No,
That
there's
took
too
you
much.
long
There
enough.
is way too much. There's too much
It's-
evidence for PvE, so I'm not.
It goes further than that as well, right? Because we're getting the Shuriman champion, and it's like, oh, it's from an area of Shurima you've never seen before, and it's a new, like part of Shurima with completely new aesthetics. Like, but why? I don't get why they keep forcing themselves, like with Kathkan, even with Ishtal. Ishtal really doesn't even need to exist at this point, in my opinion.
Oh,
Like, if they're not
100%,
gonna do
yeah.
anything
Just
with
nuke
it. Yeah, like you had the Kamungu jungle, whatever. It's more so that they make these new things and abandon it. They're like, okay, we did it. We made Ixtal. Goodbye. On to the next thing. Like, it's not. It's why I like seeing new stuff. Like we get like a new story for old, like the new Annie thing. Like we get new stuff about Noxus.
Yeah.
You know, it's a new thing about Noxus, but it's still very much Noxian. Like it makes sense, and they go back to update old things. It's why I'm so advocate for VGUs, because I'm just sick of them making things for short-term gain and then leaving in the dust so they can work on the next new thing that's completely unrelated.
That's why VGUs are really cool. Is because new champions, you make them attractive, you make money with that.
Yeah.
Old champions, you don't have a reason to make them attractive because you're gonna only anger the people who like the champion before. And if
Yeah.
anything, old champions give you room to experiment with like the monstrous sides, because you know, if you rework a champion that wasn't really popular, if you also just not make them popular, no one's gonna tell a difference. So they have
Yeah.
they have the freedom to like make the old champion monstrous, and that's what they are doing. Notice that all the monstrous champions are the old VGUs.
Yep.
Never a new champion. It's because they can experiment with the old champions. They can't do that with the new champions.
I feel like probably the VGUs aren't as regulated. I can only like, especially I don't know how a design like Fiddlesticks even made it to live. Like I don't know how that
also
even
because
happened.
the original old champion was designed not as a pretty champion. So you know,
Mhm.
they just follow. That's the crazy thing. They just follow on the old design and make something way cooler than any of the new ones.
I feel like that's also the reason probably why Mundo didn't do as well, because they tried to like make an in-between where he's
Yeah.
like
They went
appealing but
away.
still make him monstrous, and
Yes.
then his abilities barely changed, but not in like
Yes.
not in like the Fiddlesticks way where it's like this is still basically the same champion, but it feels different.
No, it's not.
Even if
because
it feels
doesn't have
familiar.
the bouncing crows anymore.
Oh yeah.
But everything else about it's like pretty much the same.
Yeah,
Just
but
it
I'm
feels
sad I like that.
like the
anyway.
same champion but improved. Mundo feels like the exact same champion.
Yeah. Except he's now pretty.
Electric
Yeah.
instead of
He's
fire.
handsome.
Corporate Mundo's like one of the best skins in the game now, but I think that it sucks. Like I was saying earlier, with how we've slowed down to one VGU a year now, which is horrible. If we're getting like 6 champions a year in one VGU with like Amumu, Corki, Shaco, Tryndamere, Skarner, Udyr, like there's so many old champions that could use some updates, and even champions that aren't even in like awful states. But you look at Blitzcrank's model compared to like Nilah's, and it's night and day. Or Zillion.
Blitzcrank
Like,
is almost a cube.
yeah, it's just there's so many champions that could be so much better. Even the Ari ASU was announced half a year ago, and that was just that. Like I don't know how long it takes them to make this stuff.
She's got a lot of skins though.
Yeah, she does. I think they should. I still obviously I'm on Copium as well because I made a video about this. I don't get why they haven't ASU'd Zillion. He'd be like the easiest one to do.
Yeah.
Everything is done already. Like new design, check. New lore, check. New voice actor, check. Like, and all his skins are dirt cheap, so they don't even need special particle effects. Like,
freaking check.
I mean, they've already done the particle effect pass on him as well.
Yeah, you're right. They did update Spark. He's literally update the model. That's it. There you go. You're done.
Yeah, and ASU at this one would be fine.
I wanted to like choke, but you know, then you look at Ari, and Ari is like, it's the same one.
Yeah, but even if it's like the design's the same, and I wish they'd gone with the Ruined King design. Although I think the Runeterra one's like the nice happy medium they could have met where it's still fine. At least Ari looks better now. Like the model's
she
better.
Didn't really need it though.
I mean, if you look at her base model, it's kind of horrendous.
If you look at
her base model's kind of disgusting.
If you look at Blitzcrank.
No, I know. I'm not saying that like it defeats the point. I'm saying that.
I know. But like compared to everyone else, she really didn't need it.
Yeah, but she's the one that's gonna rake in the big bucks.
Yeah,
you know what actually is one that I think is the perfect one for them to do. That will make them tons of money. Like Lee Sin looks so awful.
Yes.
Like,
and
there's a reason why
very popular.
Well, that's the pros. Whenever you see a pro player, they always use Muay Thai, or Dragonmancer or Godfist because they can't use the default Lee Sin because it looks so bad.
Yep.
So that would be like a big one for them to do, I think. And Lee Sin is a cool design. Like you look at him in Runeterra, and his level 1 splash is probably one of my favorites in the game. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. But you look at how many skins we're getting now, like with StarGuardian. Like we got 10 StarGuardians, 10 High Noons, and like they said, they didn't make a new team for ASUs. It's the skins team, and you think the higher ups are gonna be like, you know, you could update a Mumu, or we could make 10 StarGuardian skins. Yeah, I think we'll do that instead. So look, we're just gonna get ASUs. It's gonna be like VGUs like now. We get one a year.
Skins is a bit too much. Not gonna lie.
Well, that's what I thought. Even High Noon, I thought it was
standard,
too much.
Though. It's standard.
10 now? Is 10 skins the standard
How
now?
is that even
We got 10 Spirit Blossoms. We got 10 Sentinels.
Yeah, I think for Sentinels it made sense to have more because there's like one for each region, even if they chose the wrong champions completely. I'm not a fan of the trend now of having like 2 patches worth of the same thematic.
Yeah.
Like, it was fun when you did it once or twice, but like now it's like, oh, you did it with High Noon? Oh, okay, you're doing it again. You're doing it again and again and again. You know when
like
the new
every
project
3
comes
months,
out, we're
you're
gonna
gonna
get
have like 10 skins of the same skin line.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's why like I was, at least the second batch of High Noon was really interesting, but like the first batch was, I just looking at it like, man, this is boring. They'll tell me they're gonna start making High Noon boring now. But second batch was good though. I like the second batch. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's upsetting, I guess.
Too much of a good thing.
Yeah, right. I'd love them to go back to older skin lines and try and reinvent. That's why I really like, even if I'm not a huge fan of Ocean Song, I'm at least happy they took Pool Party and tried to do something new with it, or especially Snow Moon. I'm really happy they tried Snow Moon. I think that's
it really
great.
refreshes it.
Yeah, especially with Kayn was like one of the most wanted skins for Kayn, but I feel like after the 20-ish Blood Moon skins we have, it would have just been like, oh, it's another Blood Moon skin, but they did something unique and fresh with it, and I really like it.
You know what's the funny part? Now that we have StarGuardians, which are like champions with familiars, what about Monster Tamers?
Well,
that's coming back soon.
Which
Monster
is the exact same thing.
Monster Tamers could work. You just have to choose the champions specifically that it works for, like Nunu, Annie, Kled, Sejuani. Yeah, but it's Janna and Ezreal again.
No, but you also have to choose a totally different time period because you have to wait at least 6 months after StarGuardians.
Yeah. It's...
the patch
Monster Tamer Ivern. I'm on Copium for that one, but just if you're gonna do Monster Tamers, like the familiars are fine. They're like little goblin floaty things around them. Like they don't really do anything.
Monster
But I feel
Tamer
like-
Yorick.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great.
Oh.
But like that's what I mean. Monster
With the
Tamers
hat.
sounds like they're supposed to be Pokemon trainers, right? So the Pokemon should be the ones doing the fighting.
Yeah.
So you should do it with champions who have summons or have an extra part of them. Like I said, even like Nunu or Annie or Kled with it. Like Kled's like riding on top of his monster, or Nunu as well. Like you could do it. You could make it very different from StarGuardian,
Yeah.
but if the concept art's Janna and Ezreal, then
Yeah.
you know.
So here's the problem with everything you just said. It makes too much sense.
Yeah, we cannot have fun or like have nice things. You have to remember that.
No, it's even worse than that, because the real reason is that, like, you know, they're gonna go with this idea, and then the higher up is gonna be okay, but we need to. You can't just choose any champion. You have to spread the, you know, because these champions they got a skin, so. We have to bring up our spreadsheet and we have to think about this, because otherwise it would make too much sense.
Get the
So-
data. Who's the most popular champion?
Exactly. So now they are gonna be thinking like, okay, if we're gonna give these unpopular champions skins, we also need some other popular champions that are gonna carry the skin line, and you know, and now the numbers start kicking in, and that's the issue.
Yeah, it's just it
Yeah.
sucks. Because again, like you see, like I think Mundo and I mean Udyr's not going to get another skin for years.
Yep.
Because he's getting the VGU, but he's gone over 1,000 days without a skin. Mundo's gone without a skin for well over 1,000 days. He hasn't had a skin since the last time we had Snowdown.
Oh god.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been his last skin was the Winter Prince skin. That was the last Mundo skin that came out.
Wow.
It's been that long.
Damn.
Yeah.
But
I
you got
just-
your VGU, so you should be happy.
I just realized something. Hold on. When we had the last Ultimate Spellbook, was like Summoner's Rift changed at all, or was
I don't
it
think
just
so.
Dragon?
Because they brought back Ultimate Spellbook for some event, right?
I think-
it was
I
only
think
like a
the
few
respawn-
months
Only
after.
2 times.
I think the respawn platform was different. It was like a ruination kind of.
Yeah, well, in the
Oh, yeah,
first time it
the-
was Ruination
Yeah,
map.
the Ultimate Spellbook, first time we got it, it was on a ruined map, which was basically a recolored Infernal map.
Hmm.
So
I can't
why?
remember about the setting time because I did not play the
Okay,
setting
but if
time.
now we're not getting anything,
You know what? Actually, you know what it is?
where are
Is
the
that-
resources?
Here's the thing about the
TFT.
map skins is like the maps they take a while to do
It's the FT,
because
I guess, yeah.
I mean you look at Udyr doesn't get skins because they have to make like 4 or 5 forms for each skin, right?
Mhm.
Like it's way more effort than they'd want to put in. We're not getting map skins because Riot literally Udyr'd the map. Like
Yes,
if they
but
ever
the
make a
thing
map
is-
skin, it's their
No,
own fault.
it's the thing that a lot of people requested as an example is that Riot could have definitely done a PvE or like even a PvP event by reskinning Nexus splits and getting
Yes.
maybe a
Mm.
tiny bit of cleanup in terms of like new events there. That would have made sense, and just like put the StarGuardian map because they already have the assets because they still have like the Valorant City Park. Like you already have the things. You just need to put them on the map. And,
But like
make
they,
some
they
hack
always
thing.
say, but they always say like, oh, it's old, it wouldn't work, you know, it doesn't support that. The only thing, as far as I know, the only thing that wouldn't work is the AI of the enemy. But the assets, all the 3D stuff, that still
100%.
works.
And even that. Imagine if Riot actually cared about skinning maps and did something with ARAM, because ARAM is technically
yeah.
a fun mode.
You mean the
ARAM,
thing
can
that
do
people are asking
the
for
Piltover
years?
bridge. You can do so many things.
Did you say ARAM map? All right, we're bringing back Poro King, everybody. Let's
yeah,
go.
exactly. But like that's the thing. What if Riot actually, for once, enable something else than Poro King on ARAM? What if like the ultimate spellbook is on ARAM? What if Earth is on ARAM? The game is gonna end up in like 5 to 10 to 15 minutes at best. So what?
But
It's cool.
But here's the even crazier thing. The entire Summoner's Rift is essentially like spliced together a bunch of assets. What you can do is you can replace those assets. keep the layout the same, keep everything the same, all the hitboxes on the map, everything is the same, just like you make a different tree instead of that tree, and you replace the tree in the files, and you have a different map.
But then yeah.
Because like the issue normally would be like, oh, we have to like redesign the map, and you know.
But the thing is, like, they have layers.
No,
it's not just
assets.
one layer. You have like wait, 5 or 6 layers, I think, maybe more. Like one for each dragon, because like it modifies the map already. So you wouldn't
That's
have to
true,
like
too.
just modify the base one. You need to modify every single dragon one.
But still, even the modified versions, it's all bunch of assets that can be replaced with other assets. You're literally like,
But then you
take a
make
puzzle
like
piece.
so much more assets just to like take into account that you have a dragon thing.
How it specifically works is basically each mesh on the map has a flag saying what layer it can be on. So it's like all layers, just infernal, just ocean.
But
So-
that still means that you can replace that with another asset.
It's still a
Yeah.
mess. Don't
And if
do
you
it
can-
on don't do it on Summoner's Rift. Do it on Nexus Blitz or Era.
Okay, no, yeah, sure. I'm just saying that it's actually not as difficult as they are presenting it. It's not like it will be
I mean,
an
a lot
impossible
of
task.
things aren't as difficult as they're
Yeah.
like they're presenting it.
It's more about like if they actually got like a team of 5 writers who will be like, all right, we're gonna make a new map. They can do it. There is not a technical limitation that would like make it impossible for them. They can do it.
Yeah, and they can even lock the map on a single dragon map. They can probably still swap the dragon thing. They can still lock the dragon map like they did in Spellbook.
Yep.
Hasn't that basically been what like a bunch of the Riot hackathons have been?
Yeah, pretty
so,
much.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so why is
Yeah,
it-
right. Do things in their own time, and then higher ups go, "Hey, you know what? That hackathon project, let's just ship it."
Let's just exit. Yeah. I don't know, but I really wish they would have done, again, it goes back to like people feeling that Riot has done the bare minimum so far for like this entire StarGuardian event. Because for the StarGuardian thing, people got baited with, oh, return to Valorant City is the name of the map, but it's also the name of the city in the lore, but still, it is the name of the map. And people got baited by that, and people expected, even if it wasn't PvE,
That was so
to like
unfortunate.
actually have something worthwhile, like new content, new visuals. The only thing you get is just Spellbook with like 5 more ults. I mean 10 at best. But like that's it. Like that's the only new thing that you get, and even that, like Spellbook could have been back like way before if they didn't just spam Earth and One for All every single patch.
Yeah.
That's the thing that
new
is.
ultimates.
Wait, what?
I just
18 new
counted.
ultimates.
18 were added.
Wow. I still feel like it's not worth it. As much as I
It's
like
not.
Spellbook, I think it's really not worth it for that. Like, just bring back Nexus Bliss, make something worthwhile, just Spellbook.
Yeah,
Or, like, make
Spellbook's great.
visuals.
It's not something special for something that's meant to be their biggest event of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when, like, quote unquote, bragging about making the biggest event and like spending so much time, and oh my god, you guys are going to be so excited. No, I'm not.
Once
so
again,
far,
once
I'm
again.
not.
It's going to be an anime.
Once again, what if they know? What if Copium? What if like the visual novel is actually jacked up then? Because they would have known that this is not their biggest event if they actually weren't working
Even
on
if it's
something
just that's it. That's the only thing you got. Like, you just get a visual novel. Like,
But
a lot
maybe
of,
there's a
lot
mini
of the
game in
players
there.
like just don't give a shit about that. It doesn't give anything new to anyone. It's just a visual novel where you're just gonna click.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they're gonna do something better than just dialogue with a choice
And
that
it
doesn't
has to
matter.
be worth it, because so far it really is like
Exactly.
lackluster.
Yep. Yep.
And if it continues to be that for like the entire 3 weeks and we don't get new shit, I really feel like Riot has fell in terms of like delivering content.
Oh yeah, but you think I already don't have a prepared title for the video if like things don't go well? The title,
Because
like if
Void
everything,
Event, StarGuardian,
No,
and all that shit,
no,
we
if-
have nothing, and it's like
if everything burns through ground again, the title is gonna be, or sorry, the video is gonna be called "The Legend of PvE," and that's gonna be
Necrit, you
me.
promised me they would do PvE. You told me
You
why
prom-
they wail.
The amount of comments of guys like, Nick, what happened to the Shogath VGU? You promised.
Yeah.
The intro of my video, there's gonna be apocalyptic setting, and I'm gonna be
Promise
there.
me.
I'm gonna be puffing copium from a tank.
And like the last
Promise
thing I
me.
wanna
And Nicky
touch
boy, you
on-
promised me Cog would win the vote.
Hey, wait, no, I didn't say that at all. I even said I didn't want him to win the vote. Hold on.
The last thing I want to touch on is that
Specifically-
they, like, Ken Adams made a post on Reddit about 2 weeks ago, a tiny bit more, about the fact that they recruited to do a PvE stuff. And I'm like, sure, but either you recruited and didn't say a thing for a while, or like you just did right now, but then better late than never. But holy shit,
failure,
it took
but-
you 5 years to like start doing something when people
Yeah.
requested it over and over again.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's not start talking about Mako.
Oh, dude.
Once again, I fought for it. I don't know what you guys were doing.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
I was fighting for PvE. I don't know what
I
you
was
guys were
fighting for Nexus Blitz to be a permanent game mode.
Yeah, same.
doing. Okay, if you, fought for,
Nexus Blitz for a while, to be honest.
if you fought for Nexus Blades, I respect that.
Since
Yeah,
the
I
beginning,
really
dude.
know life.
Since the beginning, we've been
Nexus
fighting.
Blitz.
Oh, even for like the Bilgewater map on ARAM, been fighting for that for like years now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't get. Yeah. Bloody
Yeah.
hell! I completely forgot about. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just
Yeah,
the
I've been
event of
saying-
like the structures in the background. Because other than the map is still there.
Yeah. I'm so confused why they just don't have it's not hard for them just to have like a random if statement to tell them to mutate for it or not.
And that's the thing that could be cool. Imagine you want to go play ARAM and you have a choice between like, oh, I don't know, a Piltover bridge between Piltover and Zon or something. Like you can see Zon in the down thing. Like
That would be awesome.
I
that
don't
plus
get why
like
it doesn't randomize. I'm so confused why they haven't done that.
I'm just
It's not-
surprised
it's not
that for
much
the
effort.
Arcane event, they haven't thought of like doing a skin for ARAM. That's literally basic stuff.
They actually, I think someone brought it up, and one of the writers was actually, we actually didn't think about that.
Are they serious right now?
I mean, to be fair, they were working on a lot during Arcane.
But bro, come on, like that's
Like, to be fair, I get it, but yeah, it's like when you mention it, oh, Nikki fell over.
yeah, Nikki
I
died.
died.
Okay, can we have an
Yeah.
F in the
I
chat,
don't-
please?
I don't
You guys
even
on
know
the
what
bridge?
this is that I have. I just fiddle with it. It's like some metal thing.
Oh, for me, it's just
Oh yeah, I
Velcro.
do the same thing. I got like a bunch of stuff on my table.
Yeah, I'm just
I
toying with
think
Velcro.
it's a
right now.
wrench. I don't really know what it is though.
I'm fiddling with like cans.
Yeah, it's
Cans of copium. Oh, bless you.
Sorry.
no, those come in canisters. You can't just get enough of it out of a single can.
There's a truck outside of my house.
Oh boy. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, can probably talk about like how frustrating it is to like not have PvE and all that stuff for days. But
You know what? We'll talk about it after the event because who knows?
I swear to God, if in 2 weeks from now, if in 2 weeks there's still nothing, I'm gonna scream.
Do it. If we actually get,
Yeah, I need to get the recording ready.
if we
I'm
actually,
gonna
if
scream
we,
like a goblin.
if we actually get PvE, all of you are gonna make a video just dedicated to thanking me.
I will if they make PvE, and I know they won't. But if they make PvE, I said I would eat healthy, so like no more French fries, which is making me extremely sad
That's
right
not
now.
possible. You're French.
Yeah, that's
You
the
know
thing.
it's
It's
not
gonna be
possible.
pretty
It's
hard.
the only
but,
food
like,
you have.
that-
You can't eat the fries.
And if they really do PvE, like really for this, I'm gonna reinstall League of Legends for one. Yeah, that's a big step. And then for two, I'll probably make a video apologizing to Riot Games.
My brain's. I'll probably make a video. It's just that's what
Yeah.
dumb was with here.
I'll just do a 24-hour live stream.
Oh, that could be cool.
Oh,
yeah,
Playing PvE.
Oh,
Of thanking me?
We can play Fortnite for like 24 hours. Nice.
I'm still no. There still has to be a segment about me.
I
He just
guess.
says like disclaimer: Necrit forced us to make this video. Goodbye.
Title of it: subscribe to Necrit. There you go.
Yeah.
In my glory, in my war for
My
PvE
apologies
for the last
to
5
Riot
years.
Games and Necrit of Camavor. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like we all know it's not gonna happen. Like I'm done with the Copium. Like I've been
I
done for a
don't.
while. I'm just. So
I'm still
upset
on.
I'm just upsetty spaghetti right now about the fact that we haven't got anything for this event.
Yeah.
But hey, if they do it, I would gladly eat my words, make a video, apologize publicly, not eat French fries for like an entire week. Like I would gladly do it.
You have to
and
eat English
reinstall League of
fries.
Legends. I would gladly do that and probably play a game of Summoner's Rift, like a real one. It's been years. I would gladly do that, but if they don't, then Riot, you are disappointing on this one then. Because you could have done something super cool, especially if you bragged about how much effort and time you spent on it. And if you don't even do what people have been asking for years, that's yikes. And you cannot pretend that, oh, we didn't know, we didn't think about it. Like, bro, just look at your forums.
Well, before TFT was a thing, they were working on a full-time PvE, but then pivoted to TFT instead. So,
Yeah,
like,
allegedly. Which makes sense because, you know, Mordog was the guy who freaking, like, steered the ship during Odyssey, so that made sense.
Mordog, can you please quit your job at TFT and go back to PvE?
Exactly, yeah. Can we get you on PvE,
I'll
please?
pay you, like, what, $10? Because that's all I have. But, like, hey, that's worth it.
That's probably more than the Riot budget, to be honest. At this point.
Hey, Mordog, I'll pay you $10 to make a PvE game mode right now.
I paid
I'll
you
give you my
$2 to
Prime
make TFT
subscription.
set 7. You think I'm gonna give you another quarter?
Oh, true.
Get
Yeah,
the hell outta
wait.
here.
If they do a PvE, I'll give Mordog my Prime subscription for that month.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. Riot, you have like what, 2 weeks, maybe less, to make a PvE game mode.
You can do it. You have it in the files.
Yeah, you have it already prepared. But yeah, I really don't think they would do anything. Oh well. Anyway, do we have anything else then? Oh yeah, by the way, go watch The Boys. Still, season 3. It's
oh
amazing.
my god.
We had a lot of fun.
That's not even part of the thing. That's not even anything.
No, but it's a
That's-
cool series.
Well, guess
All
what?
right.
Monster Hunter's a great game. It comes out in a week. But you don't see me shilling that.
I mean, you
you
showed
just
last time.
Ignore that I did on the last podcast.
Yeah.
Don't ignore
Yeah,
that.
you
It
wanna
didn't-
talk about that, buddy?
That didn't happen. Didn't happen. You made
So
it up.
last time you showed Monster Hunter. This time Necrit shilled for like buying the Rune King on Steam. What are we gonna have next time? Bunch of goobers.
Yeah, we're all just gonna be disappointed next time.
100%.
Can't wait to finally do Shill Song of Nunu.
Whenever that happens.
Dude, I don't understand why they haven't. Wait, it's been 3 months since it was supposed to be released.
It feels like it's actually like being tied to something.
It got updated 5 days ago.
Again? But like, there's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing, but yeah, it's constantly getting like random updates. I assume it's
DLC?
I
guess.
they're testing it. I guess is the only guess I can go for.
Why don't they update like DLC stuff hidden for like launch pack? I mean, not, yeah, like release pack, pre-order pack.
I
know.
think it's just gonna be tied to some release or something.
It's gonna be the Song of Udir.
It could be because there is constantly something happening. Like now they are preparing for the summer event and before Belveth, which wouldn't make sense, you know.
Yeah, but Forge is its own unique thing. It's completely separate. So
Yeah.
That's true, but they still want to probably tie it to like maybe winter since it's Nunu.
From what? From like March to December,
mean,
bro.
technically,
That would be
they
too
did-
late, but you know, a bit.
They did set its release date to be the 30th of December 2022. So
Oh my god.
See? See?
Please, please.
I'm a marketing
Rowan, if you
genius.
listen to this, please don't do it, mate. Please don't do this to us.
I think November would be fine though.
I guess. Literally in the middle of August. Boom.
Because
Song of New.
they also Riot also tends to do big things on October. That's like their other date. Because last time we got freaking Arcane. I don't know. Because it's all big. It's always a big event during the summer, and then also something else around October.
as long as it releases this year, I don't really care.
Yeah,
As
because
long
then
as
it
it
would
releases
have been
this
the
year.
second game that has been delayed forever.
Well, that's the thing. They specifically decided just to give us a year window for like
Yeah.
the new games because they're too scared of like giving like a quarter in case they miss it, like they
Yeah.
did with the Rune King. But then if they slide and miss this year after doing that change, then it's like, you know.
Could have invested that in PvE.
Duh.
It hurts. The pain.
Alrighty then, I guess it is time to go to sleep. Cause Necrit has a life and a wife, and also a kid
Yep.
and chickens.
Yeah, he married a woman, so he doesn't hate them.
But
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people on Twitter and their accusations of me hating women while I'm sitting next to my wife thinking, ha, what an idiot.
isn't that funny?
Isn't that a pickle?
Oh man.
Feels like they're projecting almost.
Yeah.
I'm projecting on my chickens. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I just said a random thing.
Oh yeah. Alright. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to all of us. Give your money to Nicky Boy when he's gonna
No,
read the
don't
visual
listen to
novel.
him. No.
Nicky Boy
Buy
has a
Monster
Patreon
Hunter?
as well now,
Shut
by
the
the way.
fuck up.
Oh yeah, patron, right?
Yeah, he does have a Patreon now. But don't give him money.
Prime
Pay,
sub.
give me
No.
money to just pay for the hosting of the podcast. It would be more than enough.
Chibiin also accepts Prime subs.
Oh, I do accept Prime sub on Twitch. Yeah, I do accept also
I
the.
do not.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
accept
because you
it
don't
on Twitch,
Yeah, you
but
don't
not
have
Prime
the
subs.
subscribe thing. But yeah, we also accept members on our YouTube channel, in case you feel generous. Literally shilling for like money, just not even for like.
I actually have 20 members now on YouTube for some reason.
I think I
don't know
have
why.
2, and it's
I never even
It's like
activated it.
$1 per member, so yeah, that's still pretty cool. All right.
Oh, I have 21 members now.
Oh, someone.
I don't know what my benefits would be. Wait, what? Did someone
know.
die?
Probably just
No.
like probably
Okay.
just icons,
Uh.
like emotes. But yeah. All right. Hey, bye bye everybody.
Oh, boy.
Goodbye. I'll see you when
Bye.
PvE comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, no, please.
We're never gonna have another episode ever. Fuck.